Oh, yes.
What's that?
Just keep talking, Andy.
Andy.
Can you hear me okay? Does that sound fine?
Yeah.
No.
I'm
Yo-
just curious.
Curious about me?
Yeah.
What do you want to know?
No, I just wondered if it made any difference with it, if it was upright or
Oh, do you want me to put it upright and
yeah.
see?
Just try it.
How about that? Does it make any difference?
Yeah, that sounds alright. Rod, talk.
Hello.
Facing.
Hello.
Shut up, Samuel.
Yeah, that's fine. It works alright, to be fair.
Do I need to make mine straight?
You do whatever you want, Pascal.
No, it's alright. Just make sure you're speaking to him.
I'm gonna make
Obviously.
mine straight.
so
'cause
it
yours
doesn't
is
really
so
matter if
straight.
it's up or down.
I don't think so. No.
How the hell do you make it straight?
You think sexy thoughts, Rod. Think sexy thoughts. It's like Peter Pan.
Maybe put it the other way around. So,
What do you mean?
no, yeah, but you could just lift it, and
My filter's loose.
so the microphone's more closer to you than the other way around.
Like this.
No.
What? Oh, like this.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
it does. Then you can lean it back with the filter at the top of it. Rod's clearly
I don't know what I'm doing. It feels like that.
just do what on his tongue and turn your microphone sideways. That's right. Yeah, they're a bit of a pain. If you try and sort of bend the pop filter to the side and tilt it back, it usually
What, like that?
yeah. So it
Mine's side heavy now.
yeah, the filters are quite heavy. We'll be fine.
Okay, wait. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Spaghetti.
Do you know any interesting mouth speeches to help vocally?
What, like the rain in Spain?
Yeah, on L ones. Titty tooty.
Titty?
What, you're saying how singers normally
Yeah.
warm up the voice?
Yeah.
Tooty titties?
By doing bizarre things.
What kind of bizarre things are you thinking of? Jesus Christ.
Like they go.
I think that's afterwards, Rod.
I don't know.
Isn't that the Skeksis from?
And then they can go like.
Isn't there a rhyme? Like an actual sentence you can say that helps pronounce words.
Yeah, but I've not got a clue what it is.
Well, you clearly went to the wrong class.
Yeah, it's been ages since I was there.
It's been like a year.
Exactly. I don't remember what happened a year ago. Who remembers what happened a year ago?
What are you doing?
I'm having a bit of problem with my pop filter.
Do you want me to do it?
Yeah. Like a child.
Mine's fine.
Shut up, you.
I'm better
That'll be
than
fine. That'll be fine.
I'm better
Yeah.
than Mr. Technical, whatever you call you, IT whiz.
I'm better than Mr. T.
Did we actually have like an idea for quite how this is going to go?
No?
Or were we just planning and...
I think we're just going to do it by the seat of our pants, wasn't we?
Right,
Was on
this-
the pants.
I think we got Rod's topic.
Well, I was thinking we could have... Well, we already kind of know what it would be. We're not really talking to the camera, I suppose.
No.
Should we maybe fix that?
One, address the camera.
Yeah.
I guess so.
The camera's fine. It knows what it's doing.
Is anyone going to take charge and host it?
I thought that was what you was going to be doing.
Yeah, Dan, you're wearing a headset.
I mean, every time I used to host T&I, you told me off and then you wanted to do it and then you sucked.
I hate it. You'll go.
Wait, who's doing it?
You'll go. You'll go. Let's see. What will you do?
We can all do one.
You'll go. G'day, mate. My name's Dan, and I'm going to talk like an Australian today.
It's Australian.
Are we doing funny accents?
I don't know.
What about if I talk like this?
You get the censorship on YouTube.
Good evening, welcome to our Mr. Pointcast.
I was going to talk in an American accent to make fun of how you do your thing, but
I came out Australian if that's what you were intending.
yeah, I know.
I'm assuming neither of you two have watched House of Cards.
I meant to watch it.
Because the only time whenever I try doing an American accent, an American, it ends up being like Frank Underwood.
Go on and do it. I don't even know who that is, but do it.
It kind of goes like this. Kind of goes a bit deep south.
You sound more like Morgan
I was
Freeman.
going to say that's more Morgan Freeman.
Really?
Yeah.
Morgan Freeman's voice is like butter. Not butter the not butter the god.
How would it be? But it sounded like Morgan Freeman.
That would be great. I would probably convert.
That's Bruce Almighty, isn't it? Did you know Butter was a turtle?
Was he?
Yeah. Apparently he was a giant turtle, and then all his followers came on. Well, to get to wherever they were going, I forget the story. They all got on Butter's back because he turned himself into a turtle, and he went across the land, and then they all ate him. And then he came back as a fat man.
I don't even know what the hell you're talking about. What the hell are you talking about?
That was a TV program once.
Alright, okay.
Are you sure you wasn't like sniffing gas?
I'm fairly sure there wasn't any gas. Sniffing something. So go on then.
Okay,
Come on, introduce us. You do remember what the name of this podcast is called, right?
I do maybe think we don't need to.
what actually is the name of the podcast?
Maybe don't put it like. It's kind of funny. Obviously, they're all just talking around and just burst it out and they start, don't they?
Pretty much.
So maybe we should just try and do that rather than trying to.
Have we not kind of already started?
Yeah, we'll probably just put this on there.
This is going great for our.
What actually is that podcast called, though?
Jesus.
Now you're talking with Jesus.
Butter.
Registered this, the podcast, episode 1.
No, that's wrong.
It's What's the Point cast, isn't it?
Basically, we are registered this. This is Mr. Point, and we're here to talk about any kind of crap that we feel like talking about.
Yeah, and you're going to sit there and watch it.
Even if I do it in an American accent, which I don't think I'm doing currently.
No, you're not doing it currently. I'll make fun of you as soon as you do.
Maybe a little bit.
It depends if I need to take charge. It's weird looking at Elton John and false Elton John on top of the piano.
Wait, I think, did you get confused between John Lennon and Elton John?
Oh, crap.
Elton John. So, it's registered this and What's the Point cast.
Yeah,
Mr. Point.
the channel's
Mr. Point cast.
the channel's called Registered This, which we should probably explain because it doesn't seem a very good name when you stop and think about it, but there's a reason why.
I like when Rod's like, so we've come up with a name, Heather. What is it? Register this. What? Register this. I think it's good. I also like the tagline ... Sorry about that.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, it's mainly because we tried coming up with so many different names and we're already kind of registered, which was kind of infuriating us, and Rod really wasn't coming up with any decent alternatives.
Mine were great, I will have you know.
What, pudding? Yeah.
To be fair, the main
People
person...
love pudding, Andy.
I'm not disputing that.
What's pudding, Andy?
Pudding pandy.
That sounds terrifying. I don't want to do that.
But yeah, so basically I thought we'll describe who we are, what we're doing.
Well, okay, I would describe us as human.
Yes, I guess that's a fairly decent start.
Yeah. Caucasian.
Male.
Somewhat.
White.
Well,
apart from the foundation.
Yeah, Andy.
I'm surprised you didn't get any blush spot on your cheeks.
I actually did.
I was blushing when I said
She just did it like really
mild.
unnoticeable
Mm.
or kind of pointless, because like what's the point of having makeup
See,
done
That
if
was,
it's not even obvious? It's
I did want to go with that as a channel name, but
Pointless.
yeah,
Yeah.
I thought that would have made sense because it effectively what we're doing is pointless.
Yeah, because
So like I said, probably 17 views and that'll be that.
and it'll be Rod.
Refreshing the page.
You can't do that.
I was going to say, I got a fairly good blush after I said that Elton John thing.
Well, I think we probably would have let it slide if I wasn't such a bastard. Because I don't think...
But no, I like Registered This as a name.
Yeah.
I think it's quite a good...
It does. It's kind of playing on the fact that we're struggling to register any kind of decent name.
I think it'll be hilarious when we have merchandise.
If
Yeah.
What do you mean if?
Well, we'll happily do all these things if we have any cause to. Aside from, I'll just wear it myself
yeah, I mean
in bed backwards,
sleep crying yourself to sleep.
slit crying.
Have you never done that?
No,
Me neither.
it sounds like self harm.
Yeah, it helps put you to sleep.
You won't wake up though. It's not where you were to sleep. But yeah, so registered this. I quite like it.
Yeah.
And also, if you're interested and you want to get a name like Spring Loaded, we've pretty much claimed most of it because we went through the entire process and then just abandoned it. So we're kind of as bad as everyone else that we're blaming.
To be fair, though, we only abandoned it because we couldn't register the URLs that we wanted to register. I mean,
Yeah.
we could have got the YouTube one, and we could have got spring-loaded vids for the Twitter account. But
Spring Loaded vid,
oh yeah, too much, not enough characters. I
Yeah.
hate that.
and
Why-
we couldn't get it on Facebook.
Why
either.
couldn't they just let you have that? Why do they limit you on the amount of characters and URLs? I mean, for the actual tweet itself, fair enough. For the URL, you would have thought it wouldn't have made much of a difference. Sort that shit out, Twitter. Sorry, I swore, Rod. I apologise.
Sorry, kids.
Yeah, we know that you're under the age of 11.
My camera looks like it's facing the wrong way.
It does look like it's pointing up, but it is actually looking directly at us.
Pointing up should have been another name we could have considered.
Oh, god damn it.
I prefer registered this.
Well, it's too late for that now, anyway.
is.
Pointing up.
You've-
What? What did you say?
Point. Oh no, that sounds wrong. Actually, isn't it? Pointing up.
does make it sound a bit bonerific.
Yes. I suppose that will tie it nicely for Rod's opening.
Shut up.
Pointed up for Rod's open.
See, this is why I was better with names.
I think you just misjudged what we just said.
What? Yeah, you said pointing up.
For Rod's opening.
Exactly, which is obviously not a good name.
So, okay, now we're going to be called Pudding, and I won't do that.
I wouldn't do that.
Yeah. So basically, for Rod's sake, we're all called Pudding, and you can find that on youtube.com/registered this, facebook.com/registered this, twitter.com/registered this, twitch.tv/registered this.
That's right, yep.
Yeah, all these things, no content on it.
Question.
So
What the hell is Twitch?
It's a live
it's
streaming channel.
yeah, it's mainly used by
Okay.
people with Tourette's.
Yeah, you wouldn't like it. It's
Tourette-
it's
Tourette's
a lot of people,
TV.
It's a lot of people swearing. You wouldn't like it, you wouldn't agree with it.
That's what they do.
I genuinely thought you was vomiting then.
A little.
I did also set up a Ustream one, but I don't think anyone watches Ustream, so I don't think we're going to...
Question.
Yeah?
What the hell's Ustream?
It's another streaming website that
Sorry.
nobody uses.
I knew what it was, but I wanted to.
But there's... did you know that YouTube has its own gaming live stream?
I know that they were
Check
trying
it
to
out.
do it, yeah.
They've got one now, gaming.youtube.com.
Damn Google.
Yeah, I like Google.
I like Google
They're
too.
fun.
Yeah. Aside, unless you want to try and contact them, then they're not much fun.
I've never tried.
I tried. Because
No.
where I work, we ended up with duplicate Google Plus pages,
No.
and therefore we both counted ourselves out. And yet this Google Plus page exists in any of the emails we try to register with it.
Is our YouTube page fully verified and all that now?
Yeah.
So
If you go to the URL, you will get to our YouTube page.
So
We're
we
gonna
have
get-
the
There's no banners or logo on it just yet.
rectangle with a tick in it.
We're verified, yeah, it's fine.
You haven't got
There's-
to what I'm
there's
talking about,
certain-
do you?
There's certain elements that need to be verified for. So like we're verified for doing videos over 15 minutes, which is good. We're verified for having our own URL. We're verified for monetization. There are different things that you have to be verified for, but it's a process.
We can't do videos over 15
And
minutes.
we can do
We can.
over 15
Which
minutes.
is-
Otherwise, we'd have
Alright.
had to have broken it up into different parts. And
Yeah.
Wouldn't we?
So you'd have like
okay,
7
sorry.
minutes of
Oh,
us
sorry.
standing in front of a table and
Well, I'm assuming maybe we're going to cut that stuff out. To be honest with you, it's,
yeah, probably yeah.
Yeah, because it's a bit pointless.
Yeah.
You don't need to see us saying.
We'll keep bits of it, but it'll probably be at the end.
Oh yeah, we should probably mention that we are currently recording this off a mobile phone and a camera, just so that we've got two different sources of footage.
We're going to do picture in picture.
Basically, my phone's HD. The camera isn't really.
Yeah, no, the camera's old.
Yeah.
It's good, and it works quite well with nice lighting. But
Mm.
we took that to Italy.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we filmed the Iron Maiden trip on that.
we did. The one that you've ended up disappointed with because Bruce is a knobhead.
Yeah, we're going to put it on YouTube. We advertised that. We never did.
reckon we should put it on YouTube? Just
We're going to get sued.
Oh.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I need to ask this because the viewers will probably be like, "Why is he a knobhead?" So you should like explain that.
For the record, we both like Bruce.
I do. I like the guy.
I do think maybe we should save that for a later time.
Probably. Yeah. Save that for our world. If we ever do a topic on world travels.
Or Iron Maiden.
Or Iron Maiden.
Both are fine. Very similar. Africa.
Yeah. And with Africa.
Yeah.
Basically, you didn't like him because he freaked out when Andy gave him a hug, right?
He had a bit of a fit.
To put it mildly. He didn't look too good.
I'm sure he doesn't like being randomly. I'm sure he doesn't like being randomly embraced by fans, though. It's not really hard to understand.
Yeah, but this fan didn't really shower.
Yeah.
And if you look at me as well, it looked like I'd probably have eaten like a
Plain.
Exactly. Therefore,
eaten a plane.
There's a
He's
line,
in it
in the
right.
film that you're on about that you're really hungry and you've not eaten since the plane. And I said that you'd be full if you... I watched the film a lot. You'd be full if you've eaten a plane.
I need to rewatch that.
And you said, you're a fat bastard.
Yeah,
And that was the end of that day.
I did used to be a fat bastard. Do you reckon we should just like introduce ourselves maybe? 'Cause
Maybe, actually, yeah.
nobody actually
In
knows who we
fact,
are.
I was going to ask if we're actually going to use names. 'Cause me and Rod weren't sure.
I've got no problem.
oh, what? Now you just said Rod. Actually, I probably said Andy as well.
Yeah, we did. To be fair, one of the things that Rod said, Rod's brilliant for being funny without actually meaning to be funny, and that's sort of what's really charming about him. That he's
His bluntness.
is stupidly hilarious to the point that he'll say things that he doesn't even realise are funny, and it's funny. I'm sure you'll figure this one out.
Or offensive, but also funny.
But the last week when we met
That's
up,
been the most offensive so far.
I'm not being- I said it. Last week when we met up to film our first show, which we didn't do, we were talking about ideas for names, and Rod says it should be Spaniel and Pandy featuring Rod, but I don't think we should use anyone's name in it. To which I reiterated the point that he just said, Spaniel and Pandy featuring Rod, which he clearly missed.
Well, technically, Rod isn't my real name.
No,
Porridge.
Yeah.
So are we using names? I don't mind using names.
I don't mind using names.
It's a bit late. I've already said Andy, so it's really.
Yeah, we don't have to use our surnames. But then again, I'm assuming we're eventually going to have Twitter graphics at some point when we can be bothered to actually figure out how to do that kind of shizzle.
I was just going to do it.
Oh, fair enough.
Cool.
Because I don't know if anybody would ever actually want to contact us on Twitter for anything because we're not really that interesting.
I don't even have a Twitter yet, and I probably won't get one if I'm honest.
Fair enough.
I think you should get one.
You should.
Yeah.
You
You'd
don't
like
have
it.
Twitter.
You'd probably
Yeah.
do better than
To be honest with you, right, the amount of stuff you post on Facebook voicing your opinion, I think Twitter would be the
I was
perfect
gonna say,
platform for you.
you have a
I'd get so many haters if I
exactly,
used Twitter.
but you'd also get a lot of response. And
I think-
social media is based on engagement, and I've never known anyone who can get more of a reaction than you.
I think it's like random things like I hate Spain, and then my cousin who loves Spain will be like, Rod, why do you hate Spain? I love Spain, and I'm like, Jesus, calm down.
She's also a girl, but she does speak like that. But no, you used to do it on TNR, and you just say like, Sting sucks, and everyone's like, what? And then you just kick off a big argument, and then you tell everyone to shut up, and then they just leave the page.
Sting kind of does suck.
He does kind of suck.
And the fact that he's like 50 and fighting for the world title right now is really
However,
stupid.
Considering his age, he is very good. But let's not get talking about wrestling.
Okay.
Please no, because I have no idea what you're talking about.
We will talk about wrestling at some point.
That's
I'm
fine,
sure.
then you can educate me.
Andy, what's behind you right now? Yeah, what's that? What's that?
Well, that's like World Wrestling Entertainment Championship belt. I do know what wrestling is, Rod. I was like 10 years old at one point.
That is the undisputed WWE Championship. Technically WWF, wasn't it, back when they first crowned it? It said
Yeah,
WWE
I think
on
it was originally, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's
Again,
WWE.
don't get me wrong.
Held by Chris Jericho, the first ever undisputed WWF champion.
See, I know
in
who he
history.
is. I would say that I know who he is because he had long blonde hair, but then a lot of wrestlers had long blonde hair at the
He doesn't
time.
anymore.
He doesn't anymore.
Was
Triple H did.
Chris
Yeah.
Jericho the first guy who held that title though? 'Cause
No.
didn't he have two titles when he
Are
did it?
we really going to discuss
We
wrestling?
were going to finish this conversation after.
Yeah, we'll just quickly
Okay.
finish this and then move on.
It was December of 2001, which was WWF Vengeance, which was the first time they did a Vengeance pay-per-view, and that's when they crowned the first Undisputed Champion, and Jericho held both belts, which was the WCW World Championship and the old WWF Championship.
And then it was Triple H, wasn't it?
And then Jericho held them until WrestleMania 18, when Triple H won them, and then lost them a month later to... You can't see him, I'm sat in front of him, but Hulk Hogan won it a month later. That lost it a month after that to Undertaker, after he got dragged around the arena on his motorcycle. Then the Undertaker lost it to The Rock.
That was when wrestling was good.
King of the Ring 2002, who lost it to Brock Lesnar in 2002, and that's probably most the that kind of belt.
Nowadays wrestling's like, meh.
So to answer your question, yes, Triple H was the first one to hold that belt.
I thought so.
Cool. So Mr. Point is the podcast, and we're here to talk about podcasty things. Technically, it's not really a podcast, it's a video, but...
Wait, I thought the podcast was called Mr. Pointcast.
It's just Mr. Point.
I
Mr. Pointcast.
I suppose if it's not really a podcast, you could call it vidcast. Do people call them vidcast at all?
No.
Well, we're coining that phrase.
Mr. Point...
Mr. Pointcast.
Mr. Point
Mr.
Vidcast.
Point.
Just so you know, it's missed.
Vidcast.
Missed the point.
Not M-I-S-T.
Yeah, not Mr. Point.
Not Mr. Point.
Not like
Mr. Point.
He's like the crappiest Mr. Man ever.
When I first said to Sarah what the name would be, she said Mr. Ped. No, Mr. Point. Could have been Mr. Ped.
Who's Sarah? I know who Sarah is, but they don't know who Sarah is.
No one knows who Sarah is.
Sarah's a figment of all of our imaginations.
This is Sarah.
The monkey.
The monkey.
Oops, I just punched the table, sorry.
Oh, don't worry about it. I need to put a chair through it.
Cool. So yeah, we didn't really come up with an idea for what the show would be. We just decided to talk about stuff, really.
Pretty much.
Discussion-y. Oh, sorry, go on.
No, I was going to say, we don't really want to sort of rip off the formats of other people's shows. We kind of want to put our own unique spin on it, but I don't know.
Question. How is Twitter better than Facebook as far as the whole causing a debate is concerned?
But Twitter just seems to be more of a... It's more of a personal discussion platform, really, isn't it?
Kind of. I mean, you can direct your comments directly at people.
I mean,
So, like...
Can't you do it on Facebook, though?
Well, you can, but you're probably not going to get a response. It's like, for example, if you want to... Let's say you want to say something really horrendous to a politician, you can take their Twitter handle and send them a message directly.
Threat from Andy.
Don't say that. I'm not threatening anybody. And plus, anyway, I'm not very much of a threatening person. People would just slap me with a fish and be done with me.
It's show number 1. He will get threatening. Just like when we went to Italy. No, it wasn't Italy. It was London.
No, it was in Italy when we sat behind that couple.
No, it wasn't. It went to London. It must have been Twickenham, I think.
Oh.
Did you threaten a couple?
We'll get the bus back from Twickenham. After seeing Iron Maiden, we did this continuously for about 6 years. We came back from Twickenham, and there was a guy behind us asleep.
Was he behind us or in front of us?
He was behind us.
Oh.
And Andy tapped me on my shoulder and pointed. And I looked, and this guy's asleep, and I looked back, and Andy's going... I was just looking at his hands, and he finally twigged it. I don't know what's going on. Needless to say, we beat him up.
Yeah, and then we stole his identity and his skin.
And now we're doing this show under his name.
So, are we going to introduce ourselves?
Well, this is kind of what I was going to get at. Yeah. But then Andy started talking. And
we keep getting off topic and.
That's kind of good though.
Yeah.
Yeah. The thirst for Mr. Point, missed the point, not M-I-S-T, was to should pull out the T-shirt. Was to pretty much explain who we are, I guess, and I'll speak it from my perspective, I guess.
Okay.
I've known Rod for over 20 odd years. I can't remember the actual time then. But
we
me and
met
Rod,
in class 3, right?
Yeah, sort of friends from class 4 onwards.
Which was, how old were we then? About 8?
You leave school at 11.
Primary school.
Yeah. So I don't know the math. Anyway, we've known each other for a while.
21 years, I think.
I don't care. It's been since primary school is when I've known Rod.
If he was 11 years old and you're 28 now, that would be 17 years.
I never said it was 11.
Dan
So
said that's when you
You
leave,
leave school at 11, which was the end of year 6, but we
Yeah.
sat year 6 twice. At least
We
I
did?
did.
What?
That probably doesn't matter.
You didn't see year 6 twice.
No, I sat year 3 twice. Forget that bit.
Alright.
So it doesn't matter. So
But we were in class 4 together,
4,
yeah.
5, 6. So 3 years before 11.
Wait, how were we in the
8.
same year if you resat the same year
So you've known
twice?
each other for 20 years.
Yeah. 20 years, 21 years,
How?
It
27 years.
It doesn't matter. We're going. Well, that's for another discussion about Dan being kept behind in year 3.
No, you're supposed to be in primary school for 7 years, I think.
Yeah, but if you reset the
Yeah,
same
no.
year twice, wouldn't that mean that you should be a
Year
year
3,
older than me?
4, 5, 6, 4 years in primary school.
Not for me, it wasn't. I failed. You went and you had year 1s to
Oh, was
3,
that
4,
all
5,
part
6.
of it? Because
Yeah.
in my school we had infants, which was we had year 1 and year 2. And
Yeah,
then
we went to proper schools, Andy.
Yeah, so if you reset the same year twice in primary, shouldn't that make you a year older than me? But you're the same age as me. I didn't reset primary twice.
No, but you came in from a different school at the same time I was in year 3. I think that was my second year of year 3.
Yeah, but I didn't reset the same year twice in primary.
No, but probably because you came from a separate school.
Anyway, should we get back on topic?
We should. Yes, I've known Rod since primary school. Doesn't matter how that one worked out. We're still the same age, roughly. And then me and Andy met at college, which was 2004. So,
Mm-hmm.
And then I met Andy through Dan.
Yeah.
and then we hated each other for the longest time until I said this is an idea, and then Rod said no, and then we did it anyway. So here we are.
I'm not going.
I didn't hate Andy.
I'm not going to lie. Our other friend who was at college with us never really gave me the best impression of you to begin with.
Who, Ben?
Yeah. I wasn't going to
Why?
name him, but there you go.
There it is.
It's fine.
We could just send it to his Facebook.
Yeah. Hey, Ben.
This is what we're doing now.
There you go, fans. Send Ben hate mail.
All 17 of you.
We should just Rod.
So, is that because I used to troll Ben on the internet? Or in person, or whatever?
Not really. His first, the first thing he told me about you was that you hated him because he tried a joint once.
Oh yeah, I don't like drugs. I don't
Oh.
hate him for that, but I don't
And
like
then I
drugs.
think one of the first things you ever asked me is if I've ever smoked weed.
There's a form if you want to be friends with Rod. You got to fill it in.
And there's also a urine test. You have to give him a sample and he'll test that.
I mean, he needs to be observing it.
Yeah, and then it's more of it's a bit of a taste test.
You don't. You kind of agree with me in the same sort of thing about drugs and all that, don't you, Dan?
Yes.
Well, I don't
it
think
is.
anyone.
It's not just me being weird.
I'm not really advocating the use of drugs.
Stop it, Andy. Andy's like, pro drugs, Rod.
I'm just saying it's a bit. I was a bit taken aback when one of the first things you asked me is if I've ever taken drugs.
You did wait outside college for quite some time till Ben finished, and then you're like, I need to ask you something, Ben. And then he was like, what? And you're like, did you smoke a drug once? And he's like, yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure it's only because she told me that in your art block, people used to stand outside the art block and smoke stuff.
They did.
Yeah, which is why I asked him.
It was an art block.
I
Yeah.
never got that about art. It's like the people who did those courses. Why did they have to be like so stereotypical of like graphic designers and / artists?
Yeah.
It's like,
I hate-
hey, we all need to be emo. We all need to like self-harm. We all need to smoke and take drugs and have wild sex orgies. And I just wanted to be a part of that. I was never invited.
You were semi-invited, but let's not get to...
Well, I was.
Yeah.
When?
If you, never mind. Doesn't matter.
Am I missing something here?
Yes.
What?
Ah.
I completely missed all that. What was that? What?
It doesn't matter. I think you went off topic. I don't know if it's all about being emo and self-harm. I think that's a different side of it. But yeah, it tends to be like people like to be a bit more that kind of music and that kind of
Yeah.
lifestyle.
Yeah.
I find that off-putting. 'Cause
So-
you find writers do that too. However, I will say that when I used to write my wrestling blog, if I had a small bit of whiskey, it made writing much easier. Because everything became really funny.
Yeah.
And even if no one else found it funny, I found it funny. That made it more fun to write.
That's why I asked you when we were going to do this if we should drink a bit or not.
No.
We have Pepsi Max, cherry.
I'm trying to stay away from alcohol because whenever I have some sight, I'll either just have a small.
You make out of a
amount.
crocodile.
I do make out with crocodiles. Not gonna lie, not real ones. I should say.
Andy has 2 fake arms.
I don't know what that proves.
You can't drive.
Doesn't stop me. I know a person who's like blind, like almost legally blind in one eye, but they still drive.
Are they supposed to?
I don't think so.
No,
But they've got a driver's license, so I guess the government doesn't.
Technically, Heather's blind in one eye and she can drive. She's been given the approval by the opticians.
Has she got a driver's license?
Not yet, because not
So in
taking a
which case,
test
no,
yet.
she can't drive. Basically,
Yeah, the optician said that she can.
she didn't get into a car after that, did she?
Like I say, I think that's more of a thing for the DVLA to sort of say yes to. I guess I don't know how it works. But anyway, that's besides the
I don't
point.
know.
I feel like I was going to say something there. Well, that's right. The whole drinking thing. 'Cause I'm not really a drinker.
I'm not either.
But I find that if I meet people that are into drinks, I'm like, oh, do you want to come out for a drink? So I'm like, oh, I don't drink anymore. That makes it sound like I had like a really bad drinking problem before. It's like, why? What happened? Nothing. I just don't drink. Stop judging me.
No, that's the thing. It's like when I'm not going to say that I don't drink. It's just when I do, I kind of go to excesses.
See, I've never known you to really drink that much.
That's because we've never gone out anywhere.
We used to. Well, no.
Well, yeah, because every time we used to go out, it was either let's go play pool, let's go bowling, let's go to the cinema, or let's go and hang out in Ben's bedroom and do stuff. Not that kind of stuff.
So anyway, yeah, the idea was just to bring different things to the table and just talk about it. I guess we wanted to introduce ourselves and introduce why we know each other, and introduce what it is that we're going to be doing. And this is it, I guess.
The official episode 1.
Yes.
Not the Phantom Menace.
No, hopefully
that
somewhat
film
better.
sucks.
That's a topic for another day.
Just, do you know the Phantom Menace is my very first Star Wars film?
No, it's
Really?
not.
It is.
No, it's not.
It is.
No, it's not.
It is.
How is that your first Star Wars film?
Because you told me to watch it.
I gave you like the VHSs
You gave me the
of the
VHSs
old ones
after.
before you watched that.
No.
I'm pretty sure I did.
No, you didn't.
I'm 99.9% sure I did.
I am 99% that you did it afterwards.
I'm pretty sure I did.
I'm sure we watched it and I was like, this is really good. And you're like, you should watch these ones. And then you give me the box set and I watched them. And they're
Actually,
good.
you're probably right.
Yeah, see. 99.9% wrong.
Damn it, Rod.
I failed.
So who wants to talk about what? And what do you want to talk about?
I don't know. Do you think we should maybe just like actually properly introduce ourselves?
Okay, go on. You go first.
Didn't Dan just do that?
Not really. We've been using each other's names, but
Okay, you go first then.
Oh yeah, I completely skipped over that part, didn't we?
you can. we kind of did. We somewhat explained about we somewhat explained the channel name and the name of the podcast / vidcast. My phrase, trademarked.
Do you wonder that like our video is just going to be this?
Well, just the top of our faces.
Yeah.
Probably.
Like a weird whack-a-mole.
I don't know. I'm hoping people can see more of my face if I do this. But
Rod's going to want to put makeup on, so I guess it's, you know, when it matters.
he's the most photogenic. of
I'm
us
the
all.
most beautiful.
He's the most...
Beautiful.
Yeah.
We're not gonna disagree with that, Rod. You do look very handsome.
I'll disagree with it.
I'm the looks of this operation, and Andy's the tech whiz, and Dan's kind of a guy who just sits there with a headset on.
Hello.
I have to admit, when the lights are off, you do look fantastic.
Thank you.
That was Andy's suggestion. No, that was Rod's suggestion, wasn't it?
What? To have the
We're,
lights
we're,
off?
we're trying to find how to get the lighting better, and Rod said, does it help if you turn the lights out? Clearly that did not help.
No, I didn't say it helps the lighting get better. I said it stops the reflection
Right.
off the window behind
I wonder
us.
if it was Rod who Christian Bale was shouting at for the lighting.
You weren't in Wales at all. You got a film role. And then you got blacklisted. And that's why you hate Christopher Nolan's movies, which is another topic we should get back to at a later date.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure a lot of people agree with me on that.
I'm pretty sure everyone does, because I agree with you. Actually, no, not everyone does. No, it doesn't matter.
No,
But
but I
anyway.
know a lot of people would.
Anyway, yeah. For anyone who's actually interested or gives a damn what my name is, I'm Andy.
AKA Pandy.
Or Pandy. Is that because of Andy Pandy?
I don't know. I don't think so.
You see, I like to think it was. He was calling me like Pandy Bear, like Panda Bear, but Pandy.
I think that's more likely, yeah.
Maybe it's Hanky Pandy.
I don't know where it originated from. I just know that I've always called you that. I don't know why or how.
I could be Hanky Pandy if you want me to
You
be.
steal people's hanky chiefs. Like the hamburger.
That's one way of putting it.
Slightly off topic, but earlier I was lying on my bed. and I was playing Angry Birds on my phone,
Right.
and I accidentally dropped my phone, and my phone smashed me in my face.
Yeah.
And Heather looks at me and she's like, "Oh my god, Rod, your face is going to swell up because it looked like my lip had been busted open." So if anybody keeps on seeing that, man, I'm keeping licking my lip. That is why.
Yeah.
So it kind of feels a bit weird still.
Not to make it depressing, Rod, but you've got this giant circle around your mouth.
People aren't going to see you licking your lips. And if they did, they'd probably think you're trying to seduce them.
It's
Probably.
working on me
Is it?
a little. I thought you were going to tell the story about how to apply makeup for eyebrows.
Step 1, get a girlfriend who's a beauty therapist, and step 2, let her do whatever she wants.
Next time you see Rod, he will not be a man.
Caitlyn Jenner, or whatever her name is.
That's right, Caitlyn Jenner.
Yeah.
That's called controversy.
Yeah.
It is? How's that controversial? That's what or his or her or whatever her name is. Oh wait,
And
I
that's
see how it
the
is.
controversy. That was a Rod quote.
Yeah.
I'm not controversial.
So you can be sometimes.
Uh,
I don't have an example on hand, I'm just throwing it out there, I don't know.
I'm
What
very
this is.
controversial.
We know you are.
Rod's the kind of controversial that doesn't put thoughts behind what he's saying.
No, I mean, I thought I had a problem with not being able to filter what I'm saying. But then again, to be honest with you, you should hear me at lunchtime where I work. It's quite disturbing, some of the stuff that comes out of my mouth, and I'm not going to repeat it here because Rod would just get mad at me and upset and cry.
Wait, is it like F this, F that?
No, it's not swearing, it's just...
I just kind of picture sat in the corner by yourself and just... and all the sandwiches just coming out your mouth.
No, I did used to... Well, I didn't put on a show, but it kind of ended up being called The Pink Banana Show.
Okay.
Why would that make me cry?
Time for lunch. Here's Andy.
No, but, I mean, obviously... I mean, you know what, like, sort of shape a banana's in?
Yeah.
Well,
Where are we going with this?
I'm just explaining what the Pink Banana Show was.
Okay.
But I always have a cherry yogurt for with my pack up.
You just put it in.
Pretty much.
Okay.
So I would just put the tip of the banana in, and then sort of like eat the banana, you know. But obviously, like I said, with the shape of the banana, and then like with the pink tip, you can obviously imagine what that would look like.
I see. And why would that make Rod cry?
Yeah, well, I don't understand that either.
Well, no, I'm not saying that would make Rod cry specifically, but some of the other stuff I come out with, like,
You should maybe leave it there.
yeah, probably.
Do you have a dirty mouth?
A little bit.
After he's eating his pink banana, he does. Maybe that's an outtake for another day. It's just you eating a pink banana.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I think people would enjoy that.
See, I wanted Rod to lie across the table with an apple in his mouth because I thought that'd make a good fun thumbnail. But
No.
I guess planking isn't the thing anymore.
Would it have gone a step too far if we hogtied him?
No, that'd be fine. We could have used the microphones.
Would you agree to being hogtied?
No.
Oh, you're no fun.
No, need Ben back.
Oh god, Ben would definitely be up for that.
And that's no fun either. You want someone to at least resist it. He just came prepared.
He came pre-tied.
How did you drive, Ben?
What was that?
This is how he talks. Did we ever finish describing who we are?
No.
Yeah, Andy, carry on.
Yeah. So anyway, back on. I'm Andy. Not going to go into too many more details other than that.
AKA Pandy.
Andy, aka Pandy, is quite good. I like
Hey.
that.
Andy. Why not Andy Pan?
That's Dan, AKA Spaniel, by the way.
Daniel the Spaniel.
Daniel the Spaniel.
And this is Rod.
Rodri Porridge.
Still don't really know how you started calling me Porridge.
Syllables.
I'm pretty sure you typed in my actual name and got Porridge.
I've been
somehow.
calling you Porridge since before we used things like typing.
Also correct.
and especially autocorrect. Basically, Rod is synonymous with rice pudding, as far as I'm concerned. And porridge is a similar product to rice pudding that sounds more like Rodri than rice pudding does. Rodri, porridge.
Makes sense.
It does.
I guess.
A little bit. It's very tenuous.
Yeah. I was young. I like it.
Fair enough.
It's either-
Yeah, and I just call you Spaniel because it rhymes with Daniel, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
At least I put thought.
I'm
into
assuming
it.
that's why you call me Pandy.
Pandy.
You could call me Randy.
That's what you used to
Pandy
call
sounds better.
Ben Benji.
Benji, yeah.
You did.
Benji, Pandy, Spaniel, and Porridge.
Uh-huh.
That's not a bad name.
Oh, it's not late at night at all, is it? I'm not
Yeah.
tired.
I don't know what time it is.
Don't
Quarter
know.
to 11.
I got a watch on, so I don't even know why. I find myself doing this.
Quarter
So
to 11.
if anyone asks me what the time it is, I usually look up at my wrist and realise I'm not wearing a watch, but I'll still continue to look at my wrist and the phone's ringing.
Ring, 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 ring.
Banana phone.
Go on, Rod. Be the man that you were born to be. Quicker. Is it Ben?
Well, that's not ruined things at all.
That's fine. I like it when he leaves.
Is it joking? It's his parents.
It could be him. Could be him. It could be him. This is the last night any of us have ever seen. That's not funny.
It's not a funny thought now because I'm going to probably crap my pants when I'm driving home. Not literally.
Oh. I've already done it. Where did we put the drinks?
Down here. Oh, Rod hid them.
I'll have some cola, please.
Do you want the cold or the warm?
The cold one.
It's a warm.
Was it Feather Bear?
No. Who was it?
My dad.
Ah.
My father.
Was it like, what are you doing, Rod? I hope you haven't wrecked the dining room. You can wreck everything else. Just not the dining room.
I hope you haven't set up the dining room to host a podcast.
Or we told you already.
You know what we think to podcast in our household. It's against our religion.
And I'm back.
Well, that's loud.
It was.
My glass isn't very big, is it?
No.
So where were we anyway?
I think that'll do for introducing our names. There you go.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a bit long-winded when we wait until about 40 minutes worth of recording to actually introduce ourselves. Probably should have done that from the very get-go.
This is your pop filter, isn't it?
Yeah. Have you been licking it?
A little.
That's fine.
Okay.
I don't mind it.
Alright.
I like your saliva.
There's a pine cone over there.
So
And
there
some
is.
Christmas ornaments.
Where on earth are
I
you looking?
have to admit, I do like that plate that Rod did up there. I don't know what it's supposed to be.
What are you looking at?
It looks like a bird with a worm in its beak.
I still can't see which plate you're seeing.
That one right there with your name on it and the child's drawing on it. Can you?
Oh, there. I thought you were pointing over there. I was like, what is it?
Oh yeah, that one with your name on, with the fancy pattern on it. That one that clearly looks like a child has drawn it.
I drew that when I was like 2.
What's it supposed to be?
A face. I don't know what it's doing.
Can we
but
take a picture of it and use it as the thumbnail?
That'd be great.
You can if you want. It's not like it's super obvious that we're being filmed.
Apart from the
It's
cameras.
super unprofessional, is that what you mean?
Exactly.
So you can't tell.
Yeah,
that.
if it's not like we're in a filming studio sort of thing,
Can you
where
hear
it's
me
like
okay?
dead obvious that we're being filmed, it's sort of like we're sitting in our own comfort.
Da-da-da-da-da. Dude, just tap him. Tap him.
Tap 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 tap.
Okay, that's picking up fine. Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Bonjour.
Go, it might be a bit grainy.
You
Oh,
look
the
like a
audio.
DJ.
Keep talking.
You look like a DJ.
Nice, you're continuing your train of thought there, Rod. You gotta love it when people just start giggling and you don't know what they're giggling at.
Dan always says that.
It was just tap him.
Yeah, but I thought if me and Andy were both tapping, you wouldn't know who was which. That's what I was thinking.
I wasn't even listening right now.
So I figured I'd blow and said tapping. That made sense to me.
Can I just request that you leave that bit in?
Yes. I'll
just tap.
No, because if we were both tapping, you wouldn't know if it was mine or not. Was my thought. So if I blew in it or talked into it, you would know for a fact that it's mine.
Uh-huh.
So I'm smarter than you two, basically.
Keep talking.
Keep telling yourself that. We'll let you believe that you're smarter.
I am smarter. I'm
Then-
smarter than the average bear.
Damn it, you took my line. Oh, hey, boo boo.